This material will run from a few dollars a kilo to a few dollars a gram. That's the material we're chasing. Now on this expedition, we're headed clear across the country, 3,700 kilometres to a place just north of Tamworth. We're looking for this beautiful stone called Rhodonite, and it's a fantastic pink with a black contrast. We know we're going to get Rhodonite there, we just don't know the quality and how much. So the first step in getting this to market is getting to the mine and getting it out of the ground. The crew and I will pull out of home base. We're going to get out of Perth and we're going to head out on the iconic Nullarbor, which is pretty much a straight road across the country. Somewhere along the line, we're going to hang a left and go north of Tamworth. That's where we're going to leave the rig and take a mountain track into the mine. So as I said before, we're going to be travelling 3,700 Ks. That's a massive trip. It's going to take us 4 days to get across the country. We're going to tow the Mack fully loaded up, but we're going to have the Fuso behind, towing a caravan so we can stop along the way. We keep referring to these trips as expeditions, and there's a really big reason for that, is because they are. We're travelling fully across the country. That's a massive distance to travel. We have to make sure we take everything with us we can. I'm going to show you what we have on the truck and the reason for it. So come along with me. So we've got our trusty backhoe here. It's probably one of the most vital bits of equipment for us when we're on this trip. It's going to be able to grade the road as we're getting into the track to get into the mine. Now there's another vital role of this machine, and it's to assist in the loading. What we're going to do is grade the material out. Once we've selected the rock ready to go, we're going to be able to pick it up and we're going to be able to put in our rock bins and IBCs. Let me show you. These are our trusty old rock bins. They pretty much go everywhere with us. This trip, they're going to go all the way across the country. We're going to grade that material out for our own use here at Aussie Rock Hound's home base. We're going to load it up into the bins and get it back here to the yard. Now we're going to have a lot of extra material there, so what we're going to do is we're going to load it into these IBC totes, and that stands for intermittent bulk containers. But what they are is basically just plastic pods. We're going to cut the tops out, we're going to load them up with all that extra material, and we're thinking really positive. We're going to be able to have so much material, we're going to ship it direct to the customer from the other side of the country. Yeah, keep going. And hauling all that gear is our trusty new Mack. Well, it's new to us anyway. It's one of those things we want to put some preventative maintenance in. We really have to make sure we can get across the country without too many issues. So we check the oils and waters just like you would a normal car. Just have a visual inspection of the engine, make sure there's no cables hanging down, no hoses perished, and we'll seal it back up and then we'll hit the road. With the plan all set, Mick and I will spend the rest of the day loading up and giving the trucks that proper once over. We'll be tightening the straps, checking the weights and making sure nothing's been missed. That gives Mama Socks, the real backbone of our trips, the time to do what she does best and get the bush tucker all sorted.
Well, the guys have been busy preparing the truck for their trip to New South Wales. I've been busy in the kitchen, preparing food. I cook it and freeze it so that they don't have to do any cooking while they're away. They defrost the frozen meal on the barbecue, reheat it, and it's done. Just put together the last of the meals. One of Mick's favourite dishes, macaroni cheese.
So when I'm on the backhoe, I'm in this. This is my little Fuso. It's good carrying capacity up to 7 for the crew. It's got solar panels on the roof for charging the batteries out in isolated areas. Fridges for a large amount of food. It's got 200 litres of water. Sometimes we carry more, but sometimes we don't. It's got toolbox here for cooking utensils. We've got tools in here. Keeps us going out in the bush. And without this vehicle, the expedition wouldn't happen.
Now we know we're going to find Rhodonite there, that's a given. But the last time we were there, we had a bit of a dig around and we come across this beautiful mineral called Nambulite. And it's a super rare crystal, really pretty stone, and we're hoping to get more of these. So I've seen some of these pieces fetch up to $10,000 a specimen. If I can take something like that to Tucson Gem Show, the look on the collector's face, well, I think that'll even put a smile on my face as well. Now, there's one final wild card in this expedition, and it's a big one. I've had to enlist a mate of mine, Bunny Betty. He's a legend in the industry, but he's an expert as well. That final wild card is a stone called Sugilite. This material is super rare, way more rare than the Nambulite. It's only ever been found in small traces around Australia, and this is what's making it such a gamble. So a piece like this with really nice transparency and colour can fetch up to $20,000. That's where Bunny comes in. Not only is he throwing in some money, but his skills and expertise, he's the perfect person to pick these pieces up and take into market. With all the scenarios mapped out, all that's left before we point the convoy east is locking everything down properly. There's always one last check of the load, a final walk around the Big Mac, and always a final look over everything before we roll out the yard. From here on in, it's about the road and letting the miles do their thing. We've got the Mack loaded up with all the gear now. We've got the Fuso behind with the caravan, but the most important thing we have to get loaded up right now is the crew. I'm going to do a bit of an intro. I've got Mick here, but really he doesn't need any intro because we all know him. He's an awesome bloke. But I've got my mum down in the corner and she's been in the kitchen all week loading up the food, cooking us all the meals, so we're going to be well fed. So thanks, Mum. Love you. Got Sonia down here in the corner, beautiful producer, fantastic work, keeps us in check. More importantly, she keeps the bloke behind the camera in check, bit of monkey. And we got a new bloke with us here. Some of you might not have seen him before. Edward's coming along for the ride. He's been on a trip or two with us before, but this is the first real big expedition that he's coming along. So hopefully we can give him a good experience and he enjoys it and wants to come back. So we're going to get kitted up now and we're going to start rolling out of the yard and get heading across the country. With the crew loaded, the meals packed and the rigs ready, it's time to say goodbye to Aussie Rock Hound's home base and take off towards the horizon. Ahead of us is 4 days on the road. That's long stretches of nothing, red dirt, truck stops and whatever challenges are going to come with hauling this heavy gear across the entire Australian continent. But that's what these trips are about backing each other, chasing the ground and seeing what the country is willing to give up. So stick with us and follow along because in the next episode, this convoy takes on the mighty Nullarbor and heads east in search of our beautiful Rhodonite treasures.